And it's really a joy and a pleasure being out here once more again in nature. Today, I want to speak to you concerning how you must stop betraying yourself. And many people fail to realize that they have been betraying their own selves. Now, many people would have brought up to believe in the Bible and to look at the Bible as literal and as secular history. Therefore, many of them, when they read the Bible of how Judas betrayed the Christ, they fail to realize that Christ is their higher self and Judas is their negative self, which is actually their self-doubt and their lack of confidence and belief in themselves, which is a very low vibrational frequency that would betray the higher self or the higher state of consciousness for the temporal things. So when it tells you that Judas betrayed the Christ to politics, to religion, and to money, it is showing you a state of mind or a state of consciousness that you can find yourself in. And when you speak of Judas as a disciple, you must know that the 12 disciples represent the 12 powers of man, or the 12 discipline, 12 qualities. Okay? And this quality, which is Judas, is when you fail to realize how great you are and how powerful you are, and you're willing to betray yourself because you're dwelling under the energy of fear. And so we are seeing many Judases today in a time where they have a pandemic. And because of fear, many are saying, well, I have to comply with the system. I have to allow myself to be inoculated. I have to take the jab, the JAB, because I might lose what I have. And so many who have been trapped in the religious system, instead of listening to their own intuition and listening to their own hearts, they've been listening to the preachers and the false prophets and allow religion to control their mind. And in doing so, they betray themselves. They play the part of Judas. Because this whole life, it's a game and it's a dream. And you have to know how to play the game of life or be played by the game of life. So here we see also that those who are trapped with a political mindset, they too are betraying themselves, because one might be, say, a Democrat or one might be a Republican. And I'm saying that because America is like the capital of the world. Okay, but that goes to all the other places of the world. Okay, but I'm just using America as an example. And so because of that, many people, they believe in a hierarchy system. They believe in aristocracy. They look up to certain people and they look down on certain people. And they are respected of persons. So because of that, the form of attachment, many are willing to sell themselves cheaply just to be a part of the rest of society that attach themselves to politics. And then there are those who have allowed money to become their God, their Lord, their Master. their savior. So unless they have physical, tangible money in their hand, they believe they would have lost all power. Purchasing power I am speaking about. Because the medium of exchange on this planet is money. But the real money is your currency, which is your thought frequency. Because earning money is an energy game. For everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And that is why it is very important for you to understand that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. And that the Christ is speaking of the higher self, the higher place of consciousness, the higher place of knowing who you are. So most people who do not know who they are, they are betraying the Savior that is within themselves. They are denying the Savior that is within themselves for money, for politics, and for religion. And that is why they are crucifying their Christ, their higher self, between two thieves, a politician and a preacher. The preacher is telling you that you're going to have a better life when you leave here after death. While the politician is telling you while you're here, he's going to give you a better life. So both of them are competing for your mind to make you a clientele. And for you to betray your higher self, your Christ self. Because really and truly, when you understand that the Bible is a book of mind science, you'll also realize that God in man is man's imagination. And that the kingdom of God is within man. And when you discover this kingdom, that all these things that you so desire in this world, that they will be added onto you. Therefore, you do not need to sell yourself short. You do not need to betray yourself for anything. Because you discover that you are the creator. You are the Lord and Savior. Because you are the master of your own destiny. For it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality. Creating your personality. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So everything is mental, everything is psychological, everything was first a thought, everything was first an idea. So you come to realize that the whole universe is mental. And that you must master the law of mentalism before you can ever start living the life that you want to live on this planet, being successful and being a winner. So my brother, my sisters, my encouragement to you to stop betraying yourself by getting rid of all self-doubt, by getting rid of all limiting beliefs. Stop speaking negative things over your life and speak the right things in your life. And whenever you say that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Christ is not a man in the sky. Christ is not a man 2,000 years ago. Christ is the creative power that is within you, and you must tap into that creative power that is within you and use that creative power to achieve your every desire and stop betraying yourself. That 33 pieces of silver that it tells you about, that's a master number. You're supposed to hold to the 3 times 3, which is 9. Your higher self, your Christ self. So when people say, give me the JAB because I don't want to lose my JOB, they're accepting the 33 pieces of silver for their 3 times 3 mind power that they could use to achieve their every desire. Because many of them do not understand the power of 9. And they do not understand that there is no number higher than 9. And the 9 power is coming to a higher self. That's why I speak of the 144,000 who wouldn't bow. Those with the 9 who will allow themselves to vibrate to what? The 9 power. To come to the Christ consciousness. To learn to believe in themselves and to trust their God to be their imagination, which is the creator in man. So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I can go on and on, but I think I've said enough there to help you. And I hope that it makes sense to you. And if you like any further clarification, all then feel free to email me or reach out to me in any way. However, I want to say to you If this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you, and you would like to get more of this kind of teaching, I would like to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, I'd like to encourage you to follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. And if you would like to support this work by any way, we have a PayPal and the link is down below. Feel free to check out the link that is down below. Also, I just want to mention that we have a Patreon, and there's a lot of stuff that is there that can help you to grow and to expand. And I want to also mention that there's a course that is there also for people who are donating at least $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to Create Your Reality Consciously. Therefore, I'm just teaching you how to tap into your sun energy, which is your creative energy. Showing you that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you, according to Psalms 84:11. And common sense will teach you that the sun has never withhold any good thing from humanity. For the sun is what powers all of humanity and give all of humanity its energy. And when you look more closely, you would realize that the sun, as in the SUN, parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And even in Malachi 4:2, you're told that the sun, the SUN, of righteousness shall arise. Where? Within you. With what? Healing. With healing in his wings. So only until you discover that light that is within you, which is that same creative power I'm speaking about that you can use to achieve your every desire, that you will discover true righteousness and realize that righteousness is a discovery. It's not something that you attain. Okay? So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, if you really feel led to, be a part of that course, feel free to join. Okay? Just follow your intuition. So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.